welcome back to the Magic Hours. I am Zoe Flowers, and this has been a long time coming. My goodness, I haven't done a pick a card in so long, but let's just get right into this pick a card today. And so this pick a card is about what is their karma for hurting you? What is the person or the person's karma for hurting you? So if this is your first time doing a pick a card, what you do is you focus on the pile that you feel resonates with you most. It could actually be more than one pile, but we have pile number 1, which is the number 8. Pile number 2, which is the glyph for the planet Mercury. And pile number 3 with the number 5. So just take a minute, take a deep breath in, exhale out, let your shoulders drop, and just decide which pile resonates with you first. Okay, let's get started. I'll see you on the other. Okay, so if you picked pile number 1, if you picked the number 8, this would be pile number 1. And for me, I thought that this would be interesting to do it by the house system. So for me, this is the 8th house. So if we know anything about the 8th house, we know that that is the house of regeneration. It is the house of sex. It is the house of death. It is the house of rebirth. And it is the house of other people's money. All right, and so let's get into this reading. So right off the bat, so this card I designate as my wishes come true card. And so to me, this tells me that the person or that you were, but actually I feel like it's more than one person that has betrayed you, pile number 1. You actually were their dream come true. You actually were everything that they thought. Now we have a cat that's trying to make an appearance. We have a cat ear. We'll see how far he goes. If he goes too far, we're going to have to move him. But anyway, clearly he likes that wishes come true card. He always loves when I do readings, okay? He loves the mystical world. But anyway, you were their wish come true. All right? And basically they messed it up, which we know happens. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. So their karma, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is a person now that's feeling like low on confidence because perhaps they bullied you. Perhaps, again, they were vengeful and spiteful. Again, you were their wish come true. You literally meant them no harm at all. But for whatever reason, maybe they were jealous of you because when this queen is in reverse, it is a jealous queen. And so perhaps they spread some gossip about you. They just did a whole bunch of foul things. And now they are suffering from, oh, actually, the jealousy could have actually come from a low confidence that they had in themselves. And we know that it's very common when people feel low, they want to attack other people. So that is so interesting that right off the bat, this is coming out with the 8th house, because the 8th house can sometimes be, is associated with Scorpio. I don't really do it like that anymore, but those themes are definitely here, right? Like this person was of low confidence. You were a wish come true. They couldn't handle it. So they acted up. And so now they're having to adapt to this change. So we have the 2 of Pentacles here. And for me, this is always like going back and forth and balancing resources. So I don't know if you were bringing, maybe y'all were living together and you were bringing money into the house. And they did whatever they did. And now they have to balance things. They have to adapt to not being with you. They have to adapt. And even if you're still together, you're mentally, physically, spiritually gone. And so they have to adapt to that change. But again, they caused it. No need for you to feel bad. Holy smokes. So their karma for hurting you, you see all these swords in the back? So they've got to atone. They've got to atone. So they're definitely in regret. I mean, this is obvious, right? Like we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have them trying to adapt to this thing. We have card number 31. So in numerology, we reduce double digits down to single digits. And so that is very, the number 4 is very practical. It is a number of foundations. It is logical. It is very earthly. So again, this makes me feel like you were bringing in some pretty, you were bringing in abundance to their life. And now it's gone and they're feeling it, as they should. So we do have the owl here. And so we know that the owl is a very mystical, magical being. Again, number 36, we would add those things together and make number 9. So 9 is a number of completion. It is a number of, it represents humanity as a whole and wisdom, right? Independent thinking and enlightenment. So all of these things, because of their interaction with you, it has actually made them a little bit wiser, okay? Because they have to atone for their sins. so it's made them look at the humanity a little bit different. Whoa. And I don't look at these before I pull them. So I'm always just as amazed as you are. So we have, in that moment, I didn't care. So yeah, again, they were selfish. You were, again, Queen of Wands, Queen energy. You were amazing. They didn't care. And now they're feeling it. Yeah, I don't really know you. Of course they don't, because you're gone. You left, so they don't know who you are. We are not right for each other, obviously. And again, largely because of them. So I always look at the way the cards sit under one another. And, you know, of course, it takes two to tango, all that stuff that people say. But this for me was a definite imbalance of energy, because look, this was you showing up first as this bright light, as this bright star, and all of the things they did, they just didn't care. They couldn't handle it and they didn't care. Look at that. I pretend that I don't care. In that moment, I didn't care. Now they're pretending that they don't care, right? So it's like they might be posting themselves on social media, pretending like they're so happy and this and that, because again, they are going through a rebirth. They are going through a change. So ultimately, hopefully their karma is to make them, you know, this owl energy. I'm happy that it's over. So they are definitely more relieved that it's over. They are happy about that. And I feel it's because you were pointing out all of the things about them, their shadow side that they didn't want to see. Look at this. We have angel in reverse. And when this is in reverse, it says acting innocent to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. 100%. What did I say? And look, it's sitting right under vengeful, low confidence. They didn't care. They pretended to be something they weren't. You were definitely triggering them. Look at all the things that are sitting under you. Dream come true, wisdom, and they're happy that it's over. Yeah, they are. They are happy that it's over. And then we have a card, the full moon here. And so we know that full moons are about completion. They are about releasing. And so they are releasing a lot of things, okay? They are reconciling. Again, they are atoning for a lot of things that they did. And so we have card number 29. So that would come down to 12, which we would bring to a 3. I'm sorry, that would come down to 11. And 11 is a master number. And 11 is a number of mysticism. It is a number of being a messenger, a channel between the subconscious and the conscious. So again, their karma is more messages, more enlightenment. So if you think that you just left and you didn't have any impact on them, that's absolutely not true. You've left them in a place of introspection. And especially here, since we have portrait of a seeker. So again, this was you showing up. So you, with this mirror in the background, feels like a mirror to me, again, reflecting to them their weaknesses, but also their strengths. And you are always seeking, you're on this video, right? Like you're trying to add to the positive vibration. You're trying to do, magical, mystical things in the world. And again, that has impacted them. So this right here, I actually feel like this is you also. For some of you, you are the ones that where the wishes come true. You are the ones that have this wisdom. You are the ones that are happy it's over. And you are the ones that are continuing to seek. That is actually what just came to me for a few of you. What is their karma? We got the 2 of Swords in reverse. So again, this is about, when it's in the upright, It's about not knowing which way to go, because swords are about thoughts, ideas, and things like that. It is in the reverse. So they're still trying to figure it out. They're still trying to figure out their part, your part. I feel like they are thinking a lot. They could be an air sign. They could be an air sign with these swords here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. With these wands, they could be a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And with the pentacles, they could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Of course, they don't have to be, but they more than likely have these things dominant somewhere in their chart, okay? What is their karma? So we have a security in reverse. So again, they are trying to figure it out. Heavy on the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy for me, because I do again feel like you were abundant and you were good with bringing certain assets into the world, especially since we've got this security, which this always reminds me of earth signs, Taurus in particular. And here it is right in the line here, the earth line. I hope that makes sense. Now for this one, we're going to have to go to the book, because this deck in itself is quite confusing. Oh, okay. So we have smoke and we have winter. All right, so this is going to take 1 minute. Okay, so back to the alchemical representation of where they are and what their karma is. So we have smoke here, and it says smoldering, warning, illusion. Smoke is a tantalizing phenomenon, stealth-like and seductive. It swirls and twists, rising and disappearing. It travels great lengths with its signature scent, a warning of a flame somewhere in life's laboratory. Does the smoke carry notes of incense or herbs, or is it laced with fear-stricken scent of destruction? So okay. The smoke card asks us to wake up, to become alert to what is happening around us. Something burns. Those around you may fall under smoke's seduction, or they may flee in a panic. Don't get distracted by their response. Stay in your own laboratory. So basically this has to do with illusion, it has to do with a warning, and it has to do with smoldering. And so what I feel like is what they're realizing is that they are not giving what they thought that they were, okay? So you leaving them, you pulling away from the situation was actually cut through their illusion, right? Their illusions that they didn't care. The fact that they don't know you anymore. The fact that they know that they need to atone. All of their illusions have actually been sliced through because of their relationship with you. And now they're in a pause with this winter card. They're frozen. They're almost frozen in time in a way. Okay, they are taking a pause. This is like the Hermit card in the tarot. And so they are being forced to again see what's underneath the surface, right? Because we are in wintertime now. And although it is cold, although it is snowing in some places, life is still happening underneath. And so what they are being charged with now, what they're being confronted with, the word I'm hearing is their own shallowness. So you may not have been physically their quote unquote type, and they're being confronted with how physically, emotionally, and spiritually, I'm actually hearing, not their quote-unquote type. And now they're like, well, what is my type? Because I thought I was this. I thought I was all that. But now I see that I'm not. Lastly, what is their karma? Well, yeah, so they're appalled because they thought they were all that. They thought that they were the gift. But now that you're gone, they know that you were the gift. And they are reckoning with that. So that's what I have, pile number 1. I hope that it resonates, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, so if you picked the Mercury symbol, this is pile number 2. You are in the absolute right place. So this Mercury obviously makes me think right off the bat of you or the person you're asking about. Could be a Gemini or a Virgo, because both of those signs are ruled by Mercury. Gemini or Virgo sun, moon, rising. Maybe a Venus in Virgo, Venus in Gemini. Yeah, that's all I'm hearing for right now. Of course, you don't have to be. But the thing about Mercury is, of course, very mercurial, very childlike, very innocent, but can also be very critical, very detail-oriented, good communicator. So that could be you or the person that you're asking about. So let's get into this karma, honey. What is their karma? What is their karma? Well, well, well. What have I harvested? What have I harvested? What is the progress that I've made? So they're looking over basically the rewards that you brought to their life, how patient you were, how dedicated you were to growth, how, the word I'm hearing is pioneering, which is interesting because I never use that word, but they are in contemplation. They are in contemplation about what you actually brought to the table. They are actually feeling defensive. It's interesting that we got, this person is alone, first of all. Even if they're surrounded by a bunch of people, Pentacles isn't just about money, it's also about resources. They are going over and over in their mind about the fights that you've had, first of all. The actions that they took. Wands is about actions. What else is their karma? Well, wow. So we have parasite here. You know what? This is card number 19. So in numerology, we would add these numbers together, which would bring us to the number 10. And we would reduce that number down to a 1. This was in reverse. This makes me feel like they are actually looking for another victim. I hate to even say that, but yeah. Right now, they're looking for another victim. I also feel like they might be a little delulu and actually feeling like they were the victim. Wow. We have another reversal here. So we have the blood moon, illusion, uncertainty, confusion, secrets, ego, narcissism. I was hesitating to say the word narcissist because people use it all the time. But I feel like that's where we're at. They feel like they are the victim. They feel that you actually sucked them dry. Wow, interesting. I hope you're happy for me. Yeah, they are not. You're so easy to see through, and this was in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like their karma hasn't quite registered because they have a funny relationship to the truth. So, yeah. So we have lover here sitting right under parasite. Okay. Passion, devotion. So they are looking for a new love. I'm looking for a new love, baby. Why? Because they're an addict. Right? They are addicted to the illusions. Yeah, they're looking for somebody else to drain. Look at this, spiritual cleansing. So spiritual cleansing for them and also for you, I would say, from dealing with this person, this place, is needed. Okay, definitely. spiritual cleansing in reverse. So spiritual cleansing is needed because, again, there's a lot of heavy energy here. And again, this person is having a funny, again, they feel like they're the victim. Of course, they're going to be hard to see through. I feel like this is actually more confirmation for you than about their karma, that you were not wrong in your thoughts and in your actions. Because, yeah, again, this person has a funny relationship, and back to that Mercury energy, right? That mercurial energy, right? Again, childlike, but also, you know, they can spin yarns. They can spin yarns. They are all about communication. So this person could have been very good with words, very good at gaslighting, again, and spinning yarns, making themselves the victim, not like a fairy tale. Right. Right. Yes. So all the things are out in the open. This deck kind of plays on the Red Riding Hood and the Persephone stories and tropes. And so again, you did no kitty cat. You did the right thing in exiting however you exited. And if you're planning to exit, that definitely would be a good idea. Just do it safely and make sure you have all of your ducks in a row. Okay. Because again, it's heavy gaslight energy here. Heavy love bombing, roping you in, tying you in, and again, tying you up with words. This is not a fairy tale. You are not imagining it. You are absolutely right with everything you're thinking. And so we have the Three of Wands here. And so when you have the Two of Wands, that's like planning to move on. The Three of Wands is about expansion. It is about moving on. So again, sitting right under the Lover and the Parasite. So it's obvious that they're on to the next victim. And so the message for you, again, is to be on your way, expand your horizons. There's so much more out in the world than you even know. And look at how similar the colors are here. There's so much more in the world for you to experience. There's so much more in the world for you to see. So you don't want to tie yourself up with this person because they're genuinely not worth it. Look at this. We have transformation in reverse. They do not want to change. And look at this. Transformation in reverse is sitting under the Addict and under the Illusions cards, right? They don't want to change, okay? So we have flexibility. So you have to be the one to change. You have to be the one to make the move, okay? If you're feeling stuck where you are the one that's going to have to make that clean break. Because of this dishonesty. This is the last one. If you've thought that you were being lied to, you absolutely were, pile number 2. So this isn't what I thought it was going to be. We never know what the cards are going to say, but this definitely was more for you, for them. I hope and I pray that this was useful for you and that this gave you, you know, whatever it is you need to make the next logical right steps. And I'll talk with you soon. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you pick the number 5, which for me, this is a representative of the 5th house. The 5th house has to do with creativity. It has to do with the inner child, the things of children, often associated with the sign of Leo. So if you picked that, this is your pile. So let's get into this karma. What is the karma for the people or the person that hurt you? Well. So we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So somebody wants to make a truce. Their karma, they want to make a truce. They are tired of the fighting. They are tired of all of that. Now they're like in a space of avoiding conflict at all cost. I wonder why. What happened? Artificial heart. So we have a lot of, it seems like we got a lot of fakers in this reading. This might resonate to pile number 2. Shoot, and even pile number 1, really. But they know that they are not all that they pretended to be. They know that they are anxious, avoidant. They know that their heart is blocked. They know that they gaslit you. And so now they are in a place of avoidance and protecting their heart. They also know that they were protecting their heart, and I feel they're going to continue to do so for a while. We have the Stand. So this is about courage, determination. And so this artificial heart was in the reverse. I want to make sure that I have that correctly. So we have 2 reverse cards and 1 in the upright. So they know that there's a certain amount of determination that they're going to have in order to get over whatever this relationship was. We have the number 4 here. 4 is about foundation building. It is about being practical. And so they know that there are practical steps that they're going to have to take to quote unquote rebound or refresh themselves after this interaction. I couldn't tell you face to face, right? Just like I said, right? Some betrayal here, some lies. So they knew that they couldn't do that. And also they could also be avoiding your calls, because this 5 of Wands in reverse, followed by this I couldn't tell you face to face. Maybe you found out something on social media, or it is exposing season, so maybe somebody told you something about this person's artificial heart, so you took the right steps that you needed to take for yourself, and they just couldn't tell you face to face, and so now they're avoiding you. We have I know we have a soul connection, also in reverse. This could have been something they said to reel you in. And again, this is something that they are going to have to pay for. This is something that they are going to have to deal with, the ways that they were not honest, the ways that they showed up. And we have Judge in reverse. And when it's in reverse, it says offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. Right. So they just... So what I feel like as far as their karma is certain, basically they are going to get what they dished out. There's something to me about these scales here and the scales of justice, where the ways that they misused you, whether they had you sign documents or they just got you wrapped up in some stuff that you didn't want to be in, they are going to have a hard time getting themselves out of it. And it's so interesting because up here, the 5 of Wands is also about agreements and trying to make things right. What is their karma? We have courage again, y'all. They are going to be forced to deal with their lack of courage. We literally have courage here twice. And this is card number 37. In numerology, we would reduce that down to a 10, and then that 10 to a 1, which is all about new beginnings. They are really starting to understand how non-courageous they have been. They are going to, their karma for hurting you is they are going to have some courage. They're going to have to be truthful in ways that they haven't been so far. We have Dreamtime Odyssey. Number 4 again. Number 4 is also a number of foundation building for me, again, and practicality. So all of their fantasies, all of their dreams, this really is resonating to pile number 1, of who they said they were is confronting them now. It's confronting them. The ways that they were lost in this dream, the ways that they were lost in this fantasy. You know, again, the number 4 is about foundation, how shaky their foundation has been, and how it's impacting their business with this Judge in reverse. How weak, I couldn't tell you face to face, they couldn't been. They are really being confronted with their weak character. 8 of Swords. This is all about being, locked in, again, with your thoughts. Swords is about ideas. It is about thoughts, right? Oh, snap. No, this is the... This is the 9 of Swords. My bad. This is even more. This is literally not being able to sleep at night. This is your thoughts keeping you up at night. My bad. I don't know why I thought that was the 6 when it's the 9. That's crazy. Like, this is literally in the Rider-Waite, the person is holding their head and they cannot sleep at night. And it's something about this book here for me. It's, again, this goes sitting under the judge. This is almost like somebody throwing the book at them. Like, them really, really being confronted with how they have behaved. And there's no way out with this gateway, right? This gateway, to me, this is always my making the impossible possible card. This is my dreams come true card, because we have the unicorn, we have all these great things, but there is no way out. There is no way out of this. All of their tricks that they used to use, it's not working. It's not working, and it's not going to work, because they have to confront you. Damn. Last card, we have paralyzed. Again, not being able to move forward can overwhelm and create a sense of fear, but standing still can be just as frightening. At least moving forward can create change. So they are going to have courage, and maybe they will around the spring. Maybe they'll call you. Maybe they'll apologize if they owe you money. Maybe they'll pay you the money they owe you. Because they are really being confronted. And I feel like your guides, your ancestors, are really working on them as well with this judge card here that just came through. And even with this dream time card, they may even be dreaming about you. They may be dreaming about the things that they did wrong. They might be trying to figure out how to reach out. Because again, we've got two sort of sleepless night cards here with these cards, with these swords. And I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They've got to come forward and do the things that are correct. All right, that's all I have for you. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if this has resonated. This was super interesting, and I'll see you soon. Bye.